Good evening, everyone. I am Vishnu Ektab, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Financial Times newspaper headlines. So, first of all, FTX chief ran crypto group has his fifth of dumb court hairs. Next, disclosure from bankruptcy probe. Next, Bankman Fried spending reveal. Next, only Russia will perform worse than the UK in the two next years. OECD warns. Next, surging migrant numbers test European consensus. Next, uh, in that Kremlin issues fresh threat to cut Europe's gas. Next, top ESG funds lose rating. Next, more time for Trump space. Next, Twitter revamp put back. Next, Iran boost enrichment. Next, Hong Kong losses luster. Then we comes to the page number 2. On that, Russia threatens further gas cuts to Europe. Next, Ukrainians told power outage likely to persist for months. Next, Europe struggle with fresh migrant influx. Then next, Kosovo delays crackdown on Serbian car plates after US drive. Then we comes to page number 3. In that, football takes center stage as Qatar Battle World Cup teething trouble. Next, Hong Kong losses title for peak retail rent to New York. Next, Australian bank head backs 0.75 point ECB rise. Next, spend to give more than I1MN mortgage relief. Then we comes to page number 4. In that, China extends curbs amid COVID surge. Next, Latin American voters prove unforgiving with their leaders. Next, Iran steps up nuclear enrichment in riposte to watchdog. Next, drought stunts Argentina gains production and imperils fragile economy. Then we comes to page number 6. In that, fund chief side regulatory tweaks for ESG downgrades. In Europe, European manager unclear on rules. Big groups reclassify green products. Next, Australian business welcomes sign of Theo in China relation. Next, Musk delays Twitter Blue relaunch over fraud worries. Next, in tune, outgoing Warner Music chief ends on a high note with sales approaching $6 billion. Then we comes to page number 8. In the Trump spec investor agree extension. Next, EL in European 221 billion assets sale to cut debt and focus on 6 core countries. Next, car makers seek to water down Biden EV rules. Next, India drafts very balanced data protection bill after backlash. Next, two Estonians face $575 million charges of frauds in the US. Then we comes to page number 9. In that, Disney chief Iger will face plenty of drama as he begins his squall. Next, Sok Jen hopes equities arm ties up will extend reach. Next, China says children's gaming issue resolved. Next, Penguin Simon and structure me gamer mega merger folds. Then next, on page number 10. In that, US bank take advantage of trading through to shift hung loan of their books. Next, Aberdeen poised for FTSE 100 index comeback after surge in share price. Next, Chinese regulators want zero COVID winner of Tider checks on IPOs. Then next, on page number 11. In that, heat warnings over state encroaching too far on Europe's bank. Next, on page number 14. In that, priest painting dusted off. Next, the rise of the silver snippers. Then next, on page number 15. In that, Saudi Arabia Green Deal. On page number 16. In that, Ukraine needs emergency help to keep its people warm. Next, humanity debt theory is misguided and dangerous. Next, US has set a challenge for Europe car makers. Next, behind nurses payroll lies a sickness in the NHS workforce. Next, here's what else FTX and WeWork have in common. Next, crypto winter is part of an inevitable consolidation. Next, why EXBP boss is right to talk about geoengineering. Next, and Pleasant is more Christmassy than Turkey. Then we comes to page number 17 in that Qatar World Cup criticized are unprepared for the rest of his century. Next, markets can go green just to not fast enough. Next, Ukraine crisis could transform the future of new reality. Then we comes to page number 18 in that COVID China unchanged melody. Next, Babylon telehealth strong medicine required. Next, Swaggen Bersten eat what you kill. Next, EU fund managers 50 shades of green. Next, US credit markets throw points. Then we comes to the that much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good